We're already
Okay, we're
good.
live now.
All right, welcome guys, welcome guys to our match day preview for the Premier League and some of the games in top five European League as well. This is about to be exciting because we have some big games this week, some amazing big games this week. I'm sure some people would say even the title will be decided this week, but let's wait and let's see how it goes. But yeah, I'm not doing this alone. I'm here with Jude Junior. Jude, what's good, my guy?
I'm good, I'm good, I'm good. Good morning, bro. Good morning.
Good morning, my guy. We're going to just rush through the games because I'm so excited. I'm so pumped for this one because, and I'm not even going to save the best for last. I'm going to start with the best. Liverpool versus Arsenal. Liverpool versus Arsenal. I feel like this is a game that a lot of people would say is a title decider in a way because if Arsenal lose to Liverpool on Sunday and Man City win at Southampton and Man City win their astounding game and then they beat Arsenal at the Etihad. Man City is ahead with 1 point against Arsenal. So it's a very pivotal moment in the Premier League title, and everybody is on the edge waiting to see what happens in this one. And so am I, because Liverpool's results in the past couple of game weeks has been horrible to say the least because they lost at Bournemouth, they lost to Man City, they drew to Chelsea, and now they're playing Arsenal. Like not great for their form. And then Arsenal are flying. They are flying. They are literally flying. The truth is, if this was any other season, this would have been an easy Liverpool would win. Arsenal will be lucky to get a draw. But this is literally not that type of season. This is a season where I know Arsenal has a very poor record in Anfield. They've not won there in about 12 years. But this season it's a little bit different from that. This season, Arsenal is not going there probably fighting for top four or having nothing to fight for. Arsenal is going there fighting for the league. So even if they've not won there in 12 years, it's going to be a tough game. And obviously, they would not underrate Liverpool regardless of their form because of what happened with Manchester United, because of how Liverpool play. Liverpool has not lost to any of the big teams on their ground this season. So Anfield is like that sacred place that, in as much as I say, Bournemouth, they wire us, or we know if you score Chelsea, but when you come Anfield and when they play big team, we're a different beast. So what do you think about the game, man? What do you think?
It's going to be a tough one. Seeing Liverpool rested a lot of players ahead of this one.
Mm,
I heard Salah was not in training. Salah, Jota, and one other person, they were not in training. And it's
yeah,
not
yeah.
because they were injured. They just give them extra rest days. So Liverpool, they're coming, I don't think they have anything really to fight for this season, but they're coming to show that they are still a world-class team and they
It's the
can still
bragging
beat
rights. It's just that bragging rights.
anybody on their day. Yeah.
Mm.
So it's going to be a tough one. I hope Arsenal wins anyway.
Yeah, definitely. A lot of people would hope Arsenal win because Man City should not just dominate the Premier League the way they are doing. But it's going to be a tough one. I actually think Arsenal might get the better of Liverpool. I think it's going to be a very tough game. I think we're going to see the same Liverpool that turned up against Manchester United. But we already know that Arsenal, uh, right now, are a better squad than Manchester United. So it's literally going to be a tough game. I actually can't wait for this one. I think it's going to be a cracker. Let me get your score line prediction. What do you think? What do you think your prediction for this game will be? Yo, Jude, are you there? Okay, so I personally feel my scoreline prediction for this game would be. I want to say 3-1 to Arsenal. I want to say 3-1 to Arsenal, but
Mhm.
I also do not want to underestimate Liverpool like that. But 3-1 to Arsenal. 3-1 to Arsenal. I know it's going to be a tough
I
game, but
think
I
they're
think
playing
Arsenal
at
just
Anfield,
outclass
right?
them. Yeah, at Anfield. That's why I gave Liverpool one goal.
I think Liverpool will win this one. Oh. Liverpool will. They will do Man City
At
a favor
Anfield,
with this one.
nah, nah. I don't think so. But anyway, that I like the fact that we're on different sides on this
I'll go
one
for the same score line. 2-1, 3-1 to
for
Liverpool.
Liverpool.
Mm.
Awesome,
It can't be
awesome,
as bad
awesome.
as 7-0.
Definitely. No, 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 definitely not. It cannot be as bad as 7-0. Cannot be that bad as bad as
Mm.
7-0. But
Only Manchester
definitely,
United can do
um,
that. Mm.
only Manchester. Even Chelsea can do that. Even Chelsea, weak Chelsea.
Mm.
Chelsea can do that. Okay, okay, okay. Let's move on. Let's move on to. I feel like we're not going to dwell a whole lot on this one, but Manchester City, the other title challengers are also playing Southampton, bottom table Southampton at Southampton's ground, St. Mary's Stadium, this week as well. Now, before anybody jump and tell me Man City has this in the bag, Man City will trash them, I would just want to remind you this same Southampton won Chelsea home and away. Okay, this is Southampton got a draw against Tottenham Hotspur how many days ago? Okay, so and it's the relegation fight. It's the relegation fight. Let's not forget that the relegation battle is a whole. But anyways, Man City will win. What do you think?
There's no debate here now. Come on.
There's no
What's
debate.
that?
There's no debate. I tried. I
Stop it.
tried. I
Stop
tried
it.
to put. I tried. I tried. I tried, but
Stop it.
I
Stop
even
it.
Haaland might even be back for this one. So nah, nah. And Man City would know. They would know the amount of pressure Arsenal will be on if they win this game on Saturday, and then Arsenal has to play on Sunday. So they would know that Arsenal would definitely want to put more pressure on Liverpool. So they want to put pressure on Arsenal as well by winning this game. And I think it's a no-brainer. I think they got this one locked. Okay, moving on to Manchester United versus Everton. Early kickoffs are really not good. They are really not good. A whole lot of teams will testify. I think Liverpool has not. I think the record was they've not scored in any of the matches they played, the early kickoffs they played this season. But they will testify
Liverpool
that
or
early
Manchester
kickoffs are
United?
not. No, Liverpool. I know Manchester United are playing Everton. I'm just saying early kickoffs are really not good for big teams. So Manchester United is playing Everton early kickoff on Saturday. How do you see this one going?
It might be a draw. It might just be a draw. I don't know. None of the teams are on
Let
form,
me.
but Everton is even more on form than Manchester United. Manchester United's form and everything that they were on before the international break, it has died down. So um, and they have been showing let's see determination. I don't know the word,
Yeah.
but they have been showing a fighting spirit, which is very key. So I see it as a draw, really. Manchester United might be too good for them to win, but
Mm,
Everton might be too determined to lose. So they settle for a point.
exactly. Exactly. And let me give you a crazy stat. Yeah. Everton are unbeaten in their last 4 games. And in those 4 games, they've played Nottingham Forest, they've played Brentford, they've played Chelsea, and they've played Tottenham Hotspur. So it's not like I know Nottingham Forest, okay, yeah, they're not a big side and all of that, but they've played Chelsea, they've played Tottenham, and they've played Brentford, which are arguably good teams,
Even the
and they
match against
actually.
Nottingham Forest, they were leading the game 2 times.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
Yeah, they were
So
leading the
we
game
already
two
know what
times.
Sean
So
Dash is all about. We already know what Sean Dash is all about. If Sean Dash should get an early goal against Manchester United, it's gone. It's all over. It's all over.
Ochilo,
No matter what they play, it's gone. It's totally gone. And the funny thing is that the Manchester United will still be without Casemiro for this game, and Ericsson is back, but he'll be on the bench. I think he will not start this game. So Fernandez might still play a little bit deeper.
Oh, are you there? Okay, so I guess I'll just take over while he is away. Before he gets back, I'm sure it's like an internet problem or something. So yes, Everton Manchester United. My prediction is a draw, and we'll move on to the next uh, possible hot match. Let's continue with the Premier League. Aston Villa versus Nottingham Forest. Okay, I believe I can't do this alone.
Yo, Jude, are you there?
I am. So
What?
while you're away, I tried to feel your shoes, and I noticed your shoes were way too big.
Forgive me for that. Forgive me for that. Anyway, let's carry on. I think I was about to say I'm just going to give it to the team who actually wants it more for the Manchester United and Everton game because Manchester United, yeah, they are not totally in form, but it's still Old Trafford and know what they can do at Old Trafford. And Everton, they're still definitely not 100%, back to the team that they used to be back then, where the Merseyside derby was actually something. But anyway, let's move on. Um, we're going to talk about a team I'm not enthusiastic to talk about this period, and that's Chelsea. Chelsea will be away to Wolves. Chelsea will be away to Wolves. Super Frank Lampard's first game back in charge of Chelsea, and I'm not excited about this one. Not totally excited about this one. I feel like Lopetegui started off the season well, like when he joined Wolves, but gradually, he's having some iffy moments here and there. And for Chelsea as well, Chelsea already know the type of season that they're having. I think they're 11th position for a particular reason. In those days, if Chelsea was going to Wolves, it would have been Chelsea will get the win, or they will get the draw. But now even Wolves can get the win. It's very much possible for Wolves to get the win against Chelsea. But I still feel with the introduction of Frank Lampard, with the positive energy and positive vibe, with the new system, with the changes around the dressing room, Chelsea might just come up on top. Yeah, probably that's a bias in me, but I feel Chelsea might just come up on top against Wolves. And Wolves will also be without Ruben Neves for this game. So what do you think? What do you think about this one?
I want to start with something I just saw. So, fun fact: Wolves are 5 points away from the bottom of the league. 5
Yeah.
points,
Yeah.
and Chelsea. Chelsea is. Oh no, you guys have breathing space. You guys have
No, we
about
have a lot of
14,
business space.
14
I've
points
checked.
of
No, I
breathing space.
checked. No, if not, I would have told you this is the relegation fight. But I've checked. We have a lot of breathing space. Even from 12th position Crystal Palace, we have about 8 points gap. So we're fine. We're good.
Okay, so Chelsea, I feel like Chelsea would win this one. Manager bounce, Super Frank Lampard,
Yeah.
Kante is
Yeah.
back. Chelsea has no
Yeah.
reason to
Kante,
lose.
Kante.
To lose, oh, you have no
We
reason to
say this
lose.
every week. We say this every week, man, and then they surprise
That's
us.
under
So please,
that's under Harry Potter. Magic not the work again.
I'm Bruno Santo,
Now, you
normal.
guys have you guys have no reason to lose, to be honest. Um, yeah, Chelsea would. I mean, like he said, Chelsea would edge it over Wolves. That's how I see Chelsea would win Wolves. I don't see it any other way.
I hope so. I literally hope so. Just to save face, let's just save face. It has been a terrible season, like terrible, terrible season. Just to say. And the funny thing is, Frank Lampard does not have a lot of easy games. Like we're still going to play Man City, we're still going to play Arsenal, we're still going to play Newcastle, we're still going to play Manchester United. We have a lot of hard games to play. So let's win Wolves at least. So we know the other games we'll fight it out for, even if it's a draw. But anyway, moving on from Chelsea and Wolves. Now, this team are quickly becoming a favorite in the Premier League for top four, and that's Newcastle. And this week they go away to Brentford. Brentford, who also are trying to fight for a spot in the Europe competitions for next season, even if it's Conference League. They are also trying to see how they can get into that competition. And like I told you in the review for the Manchester United versus Brentford game, I wasn't quite impressed with
Mm-hmm.
Brentford and how they performed. I expected a whole lot more from them in that game in terms of their attacking prowess, in terms of Ivan Toney showing one or two, like making the gear really work. I think David De Gea had only one chance to really show that he's a top class goalkeeper. But you see, there's a stat I would also like to point out. Brentford have failed to score just twice on this their ground in the whole season, throughout this season. So they always score. And Newcastle has failed to score 5 times away to other clubs at other grounds. So Newcastle find it hard a little bit to score when they are away. I'm sure nobody will believe this stats if they just look at the West Ham game last week where Newcastle won 5-1 away. But yeah, Newcastle find it hard sometimes to score away, and Brentford always likes to score on the ground. So I'm expecting Brentford to show a little bit more than than they showed against Manchester United, and I'm also expecting Newcastle to show a little bit more because they know Brentford is a very solid team in form right now, better than West Ham, their last opponent. So what do you think? Where do you think this one is going to? Because I'm literally on the fence on this one. What do you think?
More, I don't know what they want to tell me. If a team has a headache of, oh God, the days of Real Madrid's glory, when you look
Oh
at the
my God.
bench and
Must you
you just
always
look at
find
the
a way to
bench.
bring in Real Madrid into every conversation,
I'm a
my
Real
guy?
Madrid fan.
Which
I'm a Real
one
Madrid
is in the
fan.
days of Real
All
Madrid
of my football,
glory?
most of my
What concern Real
football,
Madrid concern
football. I'm a fan. Come on. I mean, you okay? Wait. Let me say this. In the days of Chelsea's glory, when you look at the bench and you see men, there was a time Hazard was on Chelsea's bench, or you see men
Yeah,
like
yeah.
Drogba on the bench, and you still have men on the pitch. That's where I put Newcastle at. If I was to advise the coach of Newcastle ahead of next season, I would just say he should go for squad depth because he has a good starting
Mm,
11. He just needs a
yeah.
very good and threatening bench. And the headache he has now is who do I start? Callum
One
Wilson
question,
or
sir.
Isaac?
One,
Yes,
if
sir,
you
please.
say he has a good starting 11 and next season he should just develop the squad, the question I'll ask you is, can Newcastle starting 11 win Real Madrid? Because that's where they'll be playing next
No,
season in the Champions League.
no.
Exactly.
Mm-mm,
Exactly.
mm-mm.
Exactly. So he
Now,
needs to
for
increase.
their
That's
level,
like Dambon. Dambon
their
has been good
level,
this season, but he should not be your starting left back, please. He should not be your starting left
it
back.
won't even, it
He
won't
has
even be
been.
my bench left back.
You understand? No, he can't be your starting left back in the Champions League. He has been good, though,
Okay,
please,
wait.
Dambon. All Dambon
Yeah,
fans, please don't
he
come
has
for me,
put in
but
some
yeah,
performances. But wait. So what I meant is normally, right now, Newcastle is superseding expectations. It's not, for
by
example,
far.
Manchester United now. No, Liverpool, for example. Let me not say Man U, because to be honest,
Okay,
we
okay.
don't. There was no expectation for Man U to be in top four this season. We're happy, or they are happy and surprised that they are there now. You get, but like a club like Liverpool
Yeah,
that we
yeah.
expect to be in the top four. Newcastle, that's not Newcastle. They're overseeing, they're topping the bar. So that's how, looking at the squad, they just need to
Mm.
upgrade some. Uh It's not. But anyway, I see them winning this one. Oh, nothing. Brentford want to come. And Brentford is a very stubborn team, and they have a very good coach.
Very stubborn, especially
And
on their ground. On their ground.
on their day, when is their day? The match against Man City, the way Brentford, Man City sef just which kind, what is this?
They've
They
won
try
Man
for
City this
where?
season, won Liverpool this season, they've won Manchester United this season. Brentford are they're
But
on levels,
but this
levels.
season, I think
They're
Newcastle
also
only in the
shooting
Premier League
above.
they've only lost to Liverpool. I can't even remember the
Um,
stats anymore. If that's still very correct, I think they only lost to Liverpool.
uh,
Oh,
I know
they've lost to
definitely
three
early in the
matches.
season they lost to
They've
Liverpool,
lost to three
but
matches. Only three matches all season.
yeah,
Same with Arsenal.
But
For me,
anyway,
Newcastle win
anyway,
this one.
anyway,
Newcastle will win
anyway.
this match. I don't know if
Yeah,
have you
yeah.
seen have you
I
seen
don't
what
think. I think
Maximum
they'll get a draw. I think
Saint
the defense will get a draw.
Saint Maximan is
To be
sending
honest,
people to the hospital. He's breaking his I beg. Then Trippier is
no
bending
more,
it
no more.
like
We
Beckham.
already know that's
Yeah.
thing with Saint Maximan's game. The Maximus game, he just has to be a little more consistent and stay off injury. If not, he's supposed to be a very top flight player, like one of the big boys in the league, because he's that good. He has that flair. He has that ability to go past two, three players, hit it with the left leg. I've seen him do that as well. So he has the ability, but just has to stay fit and also do it consistently. But yeah, Newcastle has a whole lot of players. They have the squad. They have everything it takes to beat Brentford today. But because of Brentford's home advantage, because of how they score at home, because of everything Thomas Frank has done with that team, I just edge a draw. I think it will be a draw for this one. But let's see, let's see. It's the beauty of the Premier League. It's the beauty of the Premier League. If it's that easy to predict, then we would not enjoy the Premier League the way we enjoy it. Speaking of top four, there's also a team trying to get into the top four as well. That's Tottenham Hotspur. Tottenham were disappointed with their last result after leading 1-0 with 10 men. They ended up drawing the game. I think they still lost 2 points. But anyway, they ended up drawing the game 1-1 with Everton as well. And this time around, they're playing the high flying. When I mean high flying Mitoma of the match, McAllister, Moses Caicedo, Evan Ferguson. Like, you can literally name 11 players in that Brighton team and say those players are high flying right now. Brighton are high flying and they're coming to Spurs today. Now, where do you see this one going? Where do you see this one going? Because I don't know. I'm
So
very confused with this one. I'm very confused with this one.
um my take I want to say Brighton are so there's a way I view football matches, right? First of all, I check form. Brighton is a team on form, scoring goals, playing beautiful football. The goal Mitoma rather scored last weekend. That was a beauty. That was a
Guess
pass from
what?
the
That goal was
goalkeeper.
assisted by the goalkeeper. Exactly
A pass from the
what I was about to
goalkeeper.
say.
The
Yeah,
middle
yeah,
open. See vision to
yeah.
see that pass.
That's why Roberto De Zerbi has taken off the number one choice goalkeeper and brought in Jason Steele. Because Robert Sanchez is the number one choice for Brighton, but it's now on the bench while Jason Steele is starting. And Roberto De Zerbi said in one of his press conference that Jason Steele gives him what he wants from a goalkeeper. And you know, right now with the modern day goalkeeper, not be only to sabi save ball, you guys sabi use your leg. You guys sabi use your leg.
That's the
You
thing. Like
understand?
your
And
goalkeeper
Jason
has
Steele
to
knows how to use
be
his leg.
your 12th, your 11th player, as in your 11th. Sometimes in
Yeah.
some, like for example, I want to say my team again, but no verse. We don't trust Courtois
No,
with
no,
his leg.
you not even there. Okay. At least they won't talk about Coutinho and how he's good it is
No,
leg because
no,
I
no.
can
We don't
remind you
trust him with
against
his leg.
Liverpool.
No, normally
He's
we
not good.
don't. His footwork and all of that is not.
Nah,
I
he
mean, you
needs to
can
work on
name.
that.
I believe in football, you can name maybe about just 5 goalkeepers that are good with their legs.
Five. They're not a lot. They're not a lot at all.
And
They're
even
not a
some of
lot.
themselves,
Probably
like
two in
Allison
the
now,
Premier
Allison
League.
confidence on with ball on his leg has gone down.
I wouldn't classify Alisson under that category. I know Ederson is definitely there. I know Raya in Brentford is also there as well. And then I don't know. For me, those are the only
Alisa
two I can
Balaga.
actually pinpoint. Who? Who?
Kepa.
I beg. Kepa is definitely better than Mendy with his foot, but to put him in that category of ball playing goalkeepers, I don't think it's there. No, I don't think it's there. His distribution is also still very poor. Not perfect, but still very poor. So yeah. So
But
Brighton versus Tottenham. What do you think?
Brighton, man, because for me, Tottenham right now, they just have to see out the season. They just have to see out. It
See how the
feels it's
season.
just
So
giving
are
me a
you saying
feel of
their top four hopes are gone?
top four. If they go to Champions League, what are they going there to do?
To perform now.
Eh?
To reach quarterfinals or to reach round
So
of 16
they want to
and
do
also
they want to
collect the
do what
money
Nigeria
alone.
is to do. What Nigeria is to do in a World Cup to mark present. We
Oh,
came.
no, for them, that's their title. That's literally what they fight for every season. Top four,
No,
at least we're
no. I
top
feel
four.
like
At least we're
for
top
that
four.
club, the problem with the club, right? As a football fan, I'm not a professional, I'm not a specialist or not. But as a fan watching
Yeah,
and I
yeah,
love
yeah.
Tottenham. I actually do love Tottenham since since 2015, 2016 season. The season when Leicester won, that's 2015, 2016 now. Yeah.
Yes,
Since that
exactly.
season, I've been a huge fan because they play good football. I love their players.
Yeah, they did.
And
They pushed Leicester to the last day.
I feel like they just need to take a step back and then find their way back up again. Because at this pace, it feels like Tottenham is they're just trying to, they are forcing it to be a top team.
Team.
They are forcing it to
Yeah,
be an elite, it's like a force. So they are going out in the transfer market, they are signing huge players, they are signing huge managers. It's not working. It's not working. So they need to take a step back. For me, this season, they should just Brighton to win this one, but they should just find a way to see out the season. If they go to Europa, that's fine. If they go to Conference League, that's fine. Just set lesser targets for themselves. It's better than going to the Champions League and they might not even make it out to a good stage. Or even if they do, round of
yeah.
16, they're out. Uh, Going to Champions League will help them attract players and managers. Quite
Exactly.
all
Get
right.
more money for the football
But
club as well. Yeah.
but Tottenham, they need to go on a project, on a let's say 3, 4 years project. That's what they need to be on. It's not like Chelsea, for example. No, Chelsea. I mean, Chelsea once they get like an elite manager and their players gel, Chelsea is back among one of the top clubs in the world. But Tottenham, they have a lot of issues. Son is not even playing well. It's just Hurricane. Hugo Lloris is
Anyway,
old.
anyway.
They need to sort that one out.
Yeah, they need
They
they
have too
need they
many
need to sort
problems.
that out.
So
They need to sort that
so
out.
they
They need to
should
sort that
just
out
for
as
me they
well.
should just see out the season. But this particular match, Brighton against Tottenham, maybe they get a draw. The best result I see them getting is a draw. Although
Exactly. For me, I'm seeing
Brighton
a
is
draw as well.
fond of conceding some silly goals.
Mm.
So maybe Tottenham can. Well, my bet is on Brighton. Brighton wins this one.
For me, definitely, I understand Tottenham has a whole lot of problems, and they definitely would try and work on that. Probably, I'm hoping that they get a project manager and they just don't get a serial winner like Jose Mourinho or Antonio Conte, like a project manager to literally take them to that level that they hope to be, even if it's in 2 years, but just build something with them. But then I'm also for this particular game, um I think Tottenham might just get a draw. I think Brighton will dominate a huge part of the game. I think Brighton will have lots of chances, but I think Tottenham with the firing power of Hurricane, with the brilliance of moment brilliance right now. Before we can say Son is brilliant every game, but now he just has those moments of brilliance. If he can find something today, I think they can actually get the draw at home because they're at home to Brighton because they need to. Because I think if they don't, I'll need to confirm that. But I think if they don't get a draw, probably we're now thinking Brighton would be ahead of Tottenham Hotspur. But let me quickly just confirm that as well. While we're
I'm
trying to confirm
checking.
that, I would also want us.
Even if
Okay.
well, Brighton have 2 games in hand ahead of Tottenham. So if they win those games and they win this one,
Do you
they're
understand?
ahead of Tottenham.
Exactly. It's gone. Anyway, just before we round up, I don't know if you know a whole lot about the teams in the bottom half of the table, like teams fighting for relegation, because we have a relegation battle today. Leicester City is playing Bournemouth, and it's Fulham also plays West Ham. I know Fulham is not in relegation battle, but West Ham is definitely in the relegation battle. Aston Villa plays Nottingham Forest. Who do you think? The simple question I'm going to ask you from the teams in the relegation fight, who do you think is going to stay up? Who do you think is going to go down currently? Because it's hard to call. It is literally very hard to call. But what do you think?
Hmm. Um, it's hard. It's really hard to call. Oh.
It's very hard. Like
It might it
from the
might
table
just
right now, you
because
can see from 12th position to 20th position. No, let me say from 12th position to 18th position. It's just 3 points separating them. 18th position, that's part of the relegation zone. It's just 3 points separating them from 12th to 18th. So it's crazy, literally crazy. So what do you think?
I think Southampton, Bournemouth, and Nottingham Forest. They'll be the three to go. If
Southampton,
West Ham are not
Bournemouth, and Nottingham Forest.
if West Ham is not careful, they might find themselves there. But West Ham will have a game in
Yeah,
hand.
I think I agree. Obviously, everybody for me, I definitely agree for Southampton. Southampton are going down. Bournemouth, Bournemouth has a fight in them. Or they want Liverpool. They want Liverpool. They want to fight for this. They literally want to fight for this. I feel like you say West Ham, yeah. If West Ham does not put their act together, they'll be part of the relegation squad. But then I'm also saying if Leicester does not put their act together, I know Leicester has an amazing squad. West Ham has an amazing squad that you would not be thinking this team should be in the relegation battle. But then I'm thinking if they don't put their act together, like say for instance, Bournemouth win Leicester today in the Premier League, then probably we'll start thinking, okay, Leicester are in big problems and they might actually go down. Because if Bournemouth will win Leicester, then hmm, a whole lot will happen there. But anyway, I like. For me, I can't say for now. I just know Southampton are more. But then the other two teams to join them, I can't really say for now. It's going to be a very tough one. It's going to be a tough one. Guys, if you're watching, if you're joining us live, if you're going to watch this afterwards, please do not forget to leave your predictions for the game as well in the comment section. And if you've not subscribed to the channel, please also do not forget to subscribe, like the video, share the video, and show us some love because trust me, we love you guys a whole lot. We love to do this. This is something we're really passionate about and we're going to try to keep up with the contents, create some more engaging, catching contents, and probably get some people on as guests as well for the shows, and so we can get your opinions and get the opinions of other fans as well. Jude, final words. Final words. What would you like to say before we
I
end this
just want to say
video?
this quickly to our viewers. Thank you for being patient with us. We are trying to work this out.
We're trying. I'm
It has
trying.
not been an easy road, but it's
Yeah.
been an enjoyable one for sure.
Every
And
single
it's something
second.
that we love doing because we love talking about football. We love watching football. We are football fans, and then that is what we are doing here. If you'd like to be part of any of our live streams, join us on our conversations. You can send us a DM on any of our platforms on Instagram, on Twitter, and I think TikTok. Or you can send us an email or reach out to us on YouTube. Then we'd invite you online here so you join us and while we discuss the football matches. And also, if you have any suggestion, comments, anything you want to tell us, please do not hesitate. And if you have any, opinions on everything we discussed here, comment section, please. Comment section. Also, do not forget this one is the most important. Subscribe, like, and share. Thank you.
All right. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you so much, guys. And we'll see you in the next one. Okay.